Hi, happy Friday. So today we're going to do something that's still kind of homesteading, not necessarily gardening, but kind of connected. I hope you're excited. So one of the things that I can all the time is pineapples. And the reason that I can it all the time is because Lydia eats pineapple every single day for like lunch and dinner. But the easiest way to get the crown off is just twist. Twist, twist. Save these because there's a surprise later. Mother-in-law gave me this little pineapple coring tool. It's fantastic. So you take this core part, the little circle, stick it right on top of the core of the pineapple and jab it down there. There we go. And then you just start twisting. Twist, twist. Coring the pineapples. So the pineapple scraps are for the chickens. Here's our pineapple stuff, and we're going to start the canning process. So this is a canner, and we're going to water bathe them. Something that people always say is that they like to wash the jars first, like wash it in soapy water and then stick it in the oven. You don't have to do that. I put it in the canner because it's so much easier. It's sanitizing. It's going to boil. And then these little guys, you want to heat up. Not boil, but heat up just a little bit. So those little rubber parts, let me see if I can reach it. These little rubber parts will soften up and then it will stick to the jars. Cool, right? So while the jars are going to start boiling, we're going to make a simple syrup. Simple syrup is just 4 cups of water and 1 cup of sugar. When your grandmas, your nanas, your omas, whoever was canning and preserving fruit, that's probably what they did. 1 cup of sugar, 4 cups of water. You just let it boil. We're going to add it to the jars after they're done boiling, they're done sanitizing, and then we're going to cut up the pineapple, stick the pineapple in the jars, put the water in the jars, and then it will be ready for processing. One more fun fact. This is a flour sack from like 1910, 1920. Came from my great-grandma Winterstein's house, and it's what I always use when I can. I put my jars on top of her flour sacks. I have 2 of them. They're my prized possessions. So with the crowns of the pineapples, we're going to peel away the skin part, all the leaves. Maybe. Okay. Not all of them, just a big chunk of them. And then cut the meat part, so this part, cut it all the way down. This knife is not very good. I'm going to cut myself. To right here, the very bottom, so there's no meat on there. I have 2 jars filled up with water, so I'm going to put, let me see if I can move this down. I'm going to put, oh, this one can go in the skinny one. This one in, and then this one in here. And we're going to do this to try to get the plant to root. So the pineapples to make another plant. This way. So I have one going right here. Can you guys see it? Let me pull it up. If you look closely, you can already see the roots going, right? The roots become maybe like that long, like 4 inches long. I will pot them, and I save these little pot things from the flowers that I buy. Oh, this one got really wet from the rain, but I pot them. And this little melon, she looks really good. She's about 1 year old. So she started from a little tiny pineapple that I was canning, and I decided to tear the top off and figure it out. Yeah, so she's a year old. It will take 3 years for her to actually produce a fruit. I call it a lady because I don't know. I'm sure she is. Okay. So I filled up the jars. You don't always have to put lemon juice in there. And for pineapple, I mean, most things you do, like if you're canning tomatoes or something. But I can my own lemon juice and I have to use it quickly after I open it. So I always put it in there, and I think it helps preserve it better. I just like it. So I'm doing 1 teaspoon in each jar of lemon juice. I can't find my favorite canning tool, which is like a cone thing, so I can ladle it in easier. I'm certain that Lydia took it for her kitchen. Stinker. At least she's canning in her kitchen though. Just filling up every single jar. You want to leave some headspace. So I always do it to like the first little loop right there. We're going to use this tool. It's just a little magnet. So you grab the little, the top parts, these things, and then the rings, pull them out, dry them off a little bit. I always just dab the ring on the cloth that I'm using. Probably not right, but it's what I do. I haven't told anybody yet. And then when you're tightening them, sometimes the jars are still pretty hot. This one isn't hot though. Just do it with your hands. There's a tightening thing that comes with the set, but you don't want to tighten things too tight, especially if you're pressure canning, because then you'll blow up your house. Not really. You'll blow up your stove. I'm going to wait probably 5 minutes until it gets really hot and it's boiling. And then I'm going to set the timer for 20 minutes and then pull them out when it's done. You hear that? We're done. So they're done processing. They're going to make little pop noises when they seal all the way. It's one of my favorite noises in the world, and that's it. Super simple, right?